Hi everyone. So I know that this will sound very contradictory to what the world keeps telling you. Everyone tells you to speak more. Be confident. Be expressive. Be more visible. And here I am saying, speak less. Or silence is power. But have you ever noticed that in every room there are two kinds of people? One who speaks a lot, and people usually say about this person that he or she has an answer for everything. Then there is another person who speaks rarely, but when they do, the entire room goes quiet. People pay extra attention to what this person has to say because their words carry weight. In Hindu philosophy, the ability to respond instantly, speak fluently, or have that verbal quickness is called Vaak Chapalta. And the other state, where the person speaks less but speaks with clarity and impact every single time, is called Vaak Siddhi. Vaak Siddhi is mastery of speech, where the words are few, but they are very measured. And the difference between Vaak Chapalta and Vaak Siddhi is emotional intelligence, which is the ability to regulate yourself before you respond. It's knowing when to speak, how to speak, and what to say. Also, this is why it matters today. We live in a world of constant communication. Messages, emails, social media. Everyone talks. Everyone has opinions. So being fast or loud no longer sets you apart. What does set you apart is credibility, reliability, and precision in your speech. And if you do observe the leaders, high performers, or people who consistently rise in their careers, you'll notice that they don't speak the most. They speak with intention and precision. And that's what I mean when I say, learn to speak like the top 1%. So in this video, we'll explore the shift from constant talking to conscious speaking, and how emotional intelligence turns your words into real influence. And of course, all of this will be explained using my signature 3P framework. Let's begin. Speaking less is not about being quiet or introverted. It's about being intentional. Now, this might sound a bit harsh, and I apologize upfront. But most of us don't speak. We react. Someone says something, and before they've even finished, we are preparing our response. We interrupt. We over-explain. Or we defend. Now that's Vaak Chapalta in action. Verbal quickness without any emotional regulation. Vaak Siddhi begins in one small shift. The pause before the response. So next time when someone asks you something, instead of jumping in, take one deep breath. Not dramatically, but just enough to separate your emotion from your response. That breath is emotional intelligence. And then ask yourself internally, am I speaking because I have something meaningful to say? Or am I just speaking out of impulse? And you'll be surprised by how many sentences die right there. And when you do speak, just make one clear point. Not 3, not a 5-minute justification, just one simple idea. Say it cleanly and stop. Let the silence sit. That silence will make you uncomfortable at first. You'll want to fill it, but don't. Because when you do this repeatedly, you're training emotional intelligence in real time. And that discomfort you feel, that's you breaking the habit of impulsive speech. And this is how controlled speech is built. So now let's talk about why this matters professionally. In today's world, everyone is visible. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has an opinion. So volume does not signal intelligence anymore. Restraint does. So when you speak less, but speak clearly, people subconsciously associate you with stability, confidence, and authority. Why? Because constantly talking or over-talking looks like you're trying to convince, while measured speech looks like you already know. Let me give you a real-life example. In office settings, the person who talks constantly is heard, but they don't always command the full attention of the people in the room. But the person who listens, waits, and then delivers one structured insight often influences the direction more than the one who spoke probably 10 times. Now that's influence. And in leadership, whether it's corporate, entrepreneurial, or social, credibility is built on precision of words. So when your speech is rare and measured, people assume that you've thought it deeply. This is why speaking like the top 1% is not about vocabulary. It's about emotional intelligence. It's about being aware of what you're feeling in the moment, regulating it before you respond, and choosing the words that actually add value to the conversation. Now that's choosing impact over volume. Now let's zoom out. Speech is not just communication. Speech is power. It's an expression of consciousness. When you speak, you're shaping energy in a room. You're influencing perception. So if your speech is rushed or excessive, it reflects inner restlessness. But if your speech is calm, measured, and intentional, it reflects inner control. Vaak Chapalta is the mind that reacts quickly. Vaak Siddhi is the mind that governs itself before it speaks. And conscious communication means that you're aware of your internal state before you express it. And that awareness is emotional intelligence. It's the shift from I need to respond right now to I choose when and how to respond. That shift changes everything. Over time, people begin to experience you differently. They want to listen to you more, and they take your words seriously. Not because you're louder, but because you're deliberate. That is Vaak Siddhi in modern life. So time to look at all the 3 P's together. Speaking less is not about silence. It's about control. Practically, the habit of controlled speech helps you make one clear point and makes that point land every single time. Profitably, that restraint builds respect. People associate you with stability, confidence, and authority because you don't rush to speak. You speak clearly and only when it adds value. Purposefully, the more you regulate yourself, the less your emotions drive your words. That is the balance. That is emotional intelligence in action. Less talking, more intention, clearer impact. And if you look at the top 1%, in leadership, in business, or in any room that matters. They are not silent people. They are self-governed people. They don't rush to speak. But when they do speak, it counts. And their words carry weight. And that is how you move from Vaak Chapalta to Vaak Siddhi. As always, the research studies used in this video are linked down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep building a better you.